Sup guys, so if you can read, you can see the title, you know exactly what this video is about. 5 things about Ultimate I dislike and would love to see fixed in the next game. I think recoveries in Ultimate are too good. I think too many characters can recover from too far away, too easily, and the risk reward on edge guarding tends to favor the person recovering more than you think. Because even characters who traditionally have really poor recoveries, like space animals, so Wolf, Fox, Falco, or Captain Falcon, their recoveries in Ultimate are harder to edgeguard than you'd expect. Like if you mess up, which is very easy to do, you will get reversal and then they can edgeguard or ledge trap you. Or you just miss it and whatever, I guess. But like they have a lot of ways to mix it up. They have a lot of spots where it's not even worth edgeguarding. And a lot of characters don't have kits that are strong enough at edgeguarding to counteract this. Right? And then you have characters with good recoveries like Sephiroth, Game & Watch, Pikachu, where it's like you can edgeguard them sometimes, but a lot of times edgeguarding them is like basically impossible or not worth it, and they're just gonna get back. And there's very few characters like Chrom or Aegis where their recovery is actually a weak point. Even then, they have enough mix-ups that like even in spots you think they should just die, they can get back due to directional air dodge being super strong as well, ledge snaps being massive, and 2-frame window is like such a small window, and a lot of characters are able to kind of like ledge snap from very far away, so the 2-frame window is there, but their 2-frame window is like a position that's super hard to actually hit for a lot of characters. Maybe with characters like Martha or Mario, where like the up B hitbox is very big, you make those a little bit smaller so you can contest them a bit more. Maybe make 2 frames have a more consistent like positioning to hit them easier. Just some way to make it so edge guarding is a little bit more of like a reliable game plan. Because it feels like in Ultimate, a lot of characters are meant to like be able to edge guard well, but the game's mechanics makes that not reliable. Now this comes from someone who plays characters that edge guard a lot. Like Rosa is an edgeguard heavy character. Mimmin has to edgeguard to get kills. Olimar is very edgeguard reliant as well. Like it's like the amount of outplaying you have to do to get edgeguards is more than expected from how strong that advantage position should be. But this perspective might just be coming from someone who's played, you know, Brawl and Smash 4, where recoveries were just worse. And there's a lot more situations you can kind of checkmate someone off stage. You ever want a chance to fight against one of the best Smash players in the world just to see what it's like while chilling with them, having a great time? Well, guess what? If you check out the Metafy link in the description below, you can get exactly that with people like me, Leo, Light Tweak. You can literally fight against any of the best people in the world. Just like click away. I wish this game had more customization. Set your online profile, right? You have 2 options. You have your icon and your color. That's it. Like imagine we do things like, you know, mess with the icon and like add like flames to it, for example. I add like a pattern to like my tag. Maybe like make my color different. Maybe give like pre or post match messages that aren't just like taunting if you remember to do it at the end of the match. Or character colors, right? People mention, you know, what if there were skins in Ultimate? That'd be such an easy way to get money. They kind of did that with Mii fighters, but who cares about Mii's for the most part? I think Mimmin has some good colors, but I would love dark green and black Mimmin skin, right? Because like this is nice, whatever. I think that's kind of whatever. Nah, this is good and that's good. But like, what if I could have like this black with like a dark green instead? Oh, that'd be so nice. Or maybe I can replace the yellow here with something else. It just give me the ability to like edit my colors a little bit. It doesn't have to be like the craziest thing. Especially because I feel like Ultimate has so many skin colors that honestly just ugly. That I'll love to be able to change them around a lot. I wish online was better. And this is definitely beating a dead horse, right? You know, online sucks. Minimum 5 frames input delay unless using a mod, and that's absolute best connection. But even beyond that being awful, and like especially nowadays being unacceptable, aren't many options for Smash. Like, you know, if I don't want to have to find friends to play the game with, and a lot of times I just want to sit down and play an online game by just kind of like turning on and pressing buttons. I don't have many options, right? You know, I can maybe look for arenas with rules I like, or I can make one whole people join. You know, let's say I want to play with items. I want to play crazy stages or whatever. I gotta set my preferred rules, which I can't even pick my preferred rules. I can only pick, you know, like, you know, is all stages, hazards off, battlefield, Omega, or small battlefield. I don't get to pick, like, maybe I want to play Hyrule Castle. You know, items. Like, I get to pick, you know, certain sets of items. That's it. Like, for our game where a lot of the point is being able to play the way you want, they really limit you and don't let you play the game the way you want. They could have, like, a few different, like, rule sets. Like, they could have, you know, 1v1. And maybe, like, a free-for-all setting. And, like, an all-item setting. And, like, a few other, like, different, like, things. And you can customize them a little bit to, like, actually play Smash the way you want instead of turning on preferred rules and hoping you find someone where those rules take over. Also, honestly, not that really matters much because the online Smash like rankings GSP system is garbage. Nobody cares about it. But like, I'm surprised there's no like unranked version of matchmaking. And I will say, I'll give one credit for the online for Ultimate, and that is, you know, GSP is a dumb thing. At least like with GSP, it kind of matches you up with people who have like GSP close to you if it can. And I noticed people with higher GSP are better. Like there definitely is like a, wow, this person's GSP is really high. Wow, they consistently tend to be better than average. So there is some sort of matchmaking going on there, some sort of MMR. And I do really like that. So I'll give it that one little nugget of like, you know, they could have screwed it up a lot more. But also like, imagine if you could do things like going on rankings and like seeing like the top 100 of a character and then like sit down and watch replays to learn. That's something Street Fighter does. You can just sit down, look at the top rankings of a character, and look at their matches and see how they play. That'd be so awesome to have an Ultimate. You wouldn't have to like scour the internet for VODs of people in tiny ass scenes playing Plant versus Pit to hopefully learn the matchup that no one plays ever. Ultimate has the highest input lag of any game, any Smash game. It takes 6 frames from pressing a button for it to register in game, or 1/10 of a second. To put that in perspective, most fighting games have probably like 2 to 3 frames of input delay. In fact, most games in general probably end up with like 3 frames input delay, I'd say. Because I know everyone did this. They turned on Ultimate, you know, went around to like the character select screen, and it felt bad. Like just literally moving on the character select screen, moving back and forth, felt sluggish. Felt like something's off. Like you play Ultimate after playing another game, and like it's just gonna feel sluggish, even at its best. And just that 6 frames is like unacceptable. It is so much, and it makes the game feel so much worse than it should. And it really changes the game too, where like at its base is 6 frames input delay. That's the reason things like Mario doing a forward smash is like unreactable. If you literally try reacting to Mario doing forward smash with shield, like you're not gonna be able to get it. As long as like a small chance, where it has inconsistent input delay, which can be really annoying for like really like tight windows for execution. Yeah, and this Ultimate has the most input delay of any Smash game. I believe it was Melee had 2 frames, Brawl had 3, and Smash 4 had 4. Which also is why I feel like the online for Smash 4 and Brawl didn't really feel that bad. In fact, I would say they felt better to play than Ultimate. And that's because of just the base input delay. Wow, my voice is gone. And that's just because of the base input delay for Ultimate like being so bad that it like inhibits everything, right? Like if you play with Ultimate's input delay plus base online, you are having at literal best 11 frames input delay, or 1/5 of a second pretty much. Granted, there's mods to fix that, but then you have to mod your Switch. And like even if I mod my Switch with all the mods and have, you know, someone really close with a great connection, I'm still gonna have like 7 frames input delay. Alright, and the final thing, and this has been, you know, this has been something that I think everyone's complained about since day one, but we've accepted it, is just how safe so many aerials are in Ultimate. Because like most characters can basically just jump around, swing with aerials, and it's not that it's unpunishable, but it's like overwhelming, right? Like pick a character in here. I guarantee pretty much any character you pick, their game plan is going to be some variation of run around, look for falling aerials to get combos going. Because even if you block the falling aerial, they're safe / it becomes a mix-up game. If they generally had a tiny bit more landing lag, I think that'd open up a lot more variety in how different characters could play. Because a character like Falcon's a great example. I feel like the character could be really strong if it wasn't for the fact that, like, you know, he has to run around doing with all these crazy like aerials that are super safe. So he can't actually whiff punish people as well as his kit should let him. Because like, oh, you want to whiff punish a sword depressing aerial, and you have to run up and get like a dash grab going. Or like side B through them using the armor frames. Or like run up parry some. Like it's like getting that opening on a character swing with safe aerials is really hard, making a whiff punish based character like Falcon not that effective. And I could go into all this stuff. It might be a bit too far of a deep dive. But yeah. Just generally speaking, if aerials have a bit more hand lag, I think that'd open up a lot more characters to being good. And a lot more playstyles for the game. Oh, and actually there's a bonus 6th thing. Yeah, no, it's not 5, but 6 things. This one's quick. I wish Ultimate had consistency in dash shield. Because that's actually something that is really annoying. Where I think dash shield is supposed to be one of those options that's like very like universal. Like, everyone's supposed to be with dash shield as an approach. However, characters have different frames for that. So, for example, Rosa has a frame 15 dash shield. If I want dash up to someone, block an attack, and get in their face, I gotta wait to frame 15, or maybe 16, whatever it is, to shield that. But most characters have frame 10. And it feels like everyone should have, like, it's one of those things that should be standardized. So everyone has a way to deal with zoning by just literally walking around and shielding. So yeah, those are things I don't like about Ultimate. Things I hope in the next game the devs fix. Will they? Who knows? But I can hope. I can pray. Well, that's it, guys. Let me know what you don't like about Ultimate, or if you have any disagreements. And I'll catch you for the next video. Peace.